Today I'm going to be showing you how to elevate your chocolate chip cookie. To make the perfect chocolate chip cookies, you're going to need 1 cup of bread flour, 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of espresso powder or instant espresso, 1 cup of brown sugar, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of molasses to make it darker, 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1 large egg, and 1 egg yolk, and 3/4 cup of your favorite chocolate chips, and 3/4 cup of your favorite chocolate chunks. Or you can just go ahead and use 2 cups of your favorite chocolate chips, and about 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Here we have our butter. This is 1 cup of brown butter. If you've never made brown butter before, let me show you how you make it. To make this brown butter, you need 2 sticks of butter. Essentially, you are just evaporating the water from the butter and cooking the milk solids until they get slightly toasted. Constantly stir your butter until it gets slightly brown. This is a pretty easy brown butter recipe. Browning this butter will ensure that your cookie will have a nice nutty flavor without adding any nuts. As your butter starts to brown, quickly turn it off and set it to the side, because if you continue to have it on the heat, it will burn and will turn on you really quickly. Now move your brown butter to another bowl so that it can cool. Using a strainer, strain out all the milk solids that have burned slightly. Now we have all the ingredients on how to make the best chocolate chip cookies ever. This recipe is a little different than what we're used to, but it'll ensure for a chewy texture and a nice crispy edge. We're gonna start by adding our brown sugar into the bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of molasses. Adding some extra molasses will add a little more smoky flavor into your chocolate chip cookies. We're gonna add the white sugar. Now we're gonna mix these two together with a hand mixer. In this first mix, you can leave all the chunks of molasses because it was just to incorporate all the sugars together. Later on, this will all dissolve and incorporate together. Now we're going to add our cooled down brown butter. Using a spatula, you can go ahead and scrape off some more of the butter, just so that way you can get the full cup. And we're gonna cream this all together. Now we're gonna add our eggs and our vanilla. And we're gonna cream this all together. We're gonna sift our bread flour and our all-purpose flour right into this liquid mix. We're also going to add our baking soda, espresso powder, and salt. Give that a quick blend until incorporated. Once you have combined everything, there's still some flour against the walls, and that's okay because we're still have to put in our chocolate chips. And with the spatula, we're gonna fold everything so that way we'll get everything more incorporated. But we don't want to break our chocolate chips or overmix the batter. So That's why we're using our spatula to fold everything in. So this is our chocolate chip cookie dough. Now, with the cookie scooper, you're going to scoop. I'm using a half a sheet tray lined with silicone mat. And this recipe does call for the cookie batter to get refrigerated for 1 hour. You can go ahead and do it now with your cookie batter still in the bowl, or you can do it after you have put your cookies on your tray. I'm going to put these in the fridge for 1 hour, and whatever's left over in my bowl, I'll go ahead and freeze them for another time that I want to eat cookies. And here are the best chocolate chip cookies. It's just too good to resist. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make your chocolate chip cookie different. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit a thumbs up, and comment down below. And also follow me on Instagram at ChefJellies and tag me there so that way I can see your recipe and tag it forward. I'll see you next week.